This is an uncommon video that I have ever done. This is about American politics, about Donald Trump, who just won the elections. Let me start with saying what happened. On the day of the election when counting was going on, I'm in India. So I just got up at 3 or 4 in the morning and then started watching the results. And then I stayed for nearly for 6 hours, and then in a meditative state, still watching. And I did not get up until he won Pennsylvania. That's my state. Why did I do it? Am I a Republican? Or am I a Democrat? I'm neither, although I have in the past donated to Hillary Clinton. And why did I do that? To support Donald Trump, it was not me. There was some force that was making me to do that. And this has happened before during Bush's time. George W. Bush was running second time. I think I was flying in British Air at the time. And I had to do that. Again, that was not my doing. The reason why I am saying this is when a president is chosen, particularly American president, who is really, for all practical purpose, is the most influential ruler as far as the earth plane is concerned. When a president is chosen, it's the will of God. Well, I don't believe in God, and what do you have to do? There are people who argue that. So if you don't believe in God, at least believe in democracy, and you won legally, and that's the people's will. And that has to be at least accepted. So it is very unfortunate that people are involved in protesting, and of course everybody has the right to do what they want to do. But then also, I'm not doing this video for everybody. I'm doing this video because I have some people who follow my teachings call me, and then they were upset about Trump's election. And then they said, this is going to be very bad to the country. I said, no, I don't think so. So speaking strictly from the point of view of my teaching, every moment is new, and that is a literal truth. That's the scientific truth too, according to quantum physics. And why do you stick on to an old concept that you had? Or he said sometimes something against a certain ethnic group, or had expressed a certain opinion. And then if you just look at, if you are my student and looking at my teachings, don't go by what a person says. It may be for a number of reasons. And also the time keeps changing. So I respond to the divine. The divine has no judgment. Even the Bible says, judge ye not lest we be judged. Okay, so you have to live in the now. And then I've been convincing the people who were close to me, who were calling me about and were upset about Donald Trump. And then one lady yesterday said, you should do a video at least for your own people. There are a few thousand people who are following, and they should know. So I'm literally convinced that The change was created by the divine and for a divine reason. And it's not only good for the United States, it's good for the world. Because this is for the first time a non-politician is becoming a president. And this is needed. A non-politician, and particularly a businessman in this case, is a good choice, because the economy is going down everywhere, and we need to have a global economy helping every country. The only country that can do a lasting global change is the United States. So we should give him our support, and then support him to implement what he wants to do. He has been personally been successful, and then he wants to bring the success over to the country. And then, I'm not just saying this without studying what Donald Trump has been up to. Even as early as the 1980s, when I watched Larry King interviewing Donald Trump, and he has been consistent that a lot of money has been wasted. And although I don't want to be the president, I want somebody to get in and then fix the problem. It's in 1980. Larry King, it's all on the YouTube, you can go. So it's not that he just came out of like a mushroom that just, shot up and then trying to do something. No, it has been at the bottom of his mind that to fix it. I'm sure that he will be fair to everyone, but he will bring justice. And then, in my opinion, I think that is God's choice. So you should be, willing to accept the choice made by God. If you don't, as I said, if you don't believe in God, it is a democratic choice. It's a fair election. People have given their mandate, and at least that has to be respected, and not only just allow him, but support him to make the changes that he wants to bring changes. And although he is the powerful president is a very powerful person, it's a very democratic setup. Not the president is free to do everything after all. So I can go on, but I just want to stop here. And I just felt called upon to do this when this woman told me to do a video for the people. Since I am now mostly spending time in India, I thought that I would do this video for you. God bless.